in the middle of the 9 athletes as well. They set it up for her. Jenna Prandini, well, she's a great 200-meter runner, has a best of 10.9, the American. Hasn't had a vintage season by her standards. 7th in the London Diamond League before the games, hasn't raced since then. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, 11-1 this year, but she's a 10.85 athlete. Bas Bitai of Gambia, she goes in lane 3, semi-finalist in the Olympic Games at 200 meters. Then Tamari Davis, 2nd in Lausanne and 2nd in Monaco just before the game. She's a very consistent racer as the 21-year-old American. Best of 10.8. Yeah, and there is Swoboda. How they love her. Silver medalist at the World Indoors in Glasgow back in March behind Julian Alfred. And that wasn't a bad person to lose to, seeing as Alfred went on to become Olympic champion. Marie-Josée Talou Smith of the Côte d'Ivoire. I'm sure she races more than anybody on the whole circuit. A prolific racer. 4th in Lausanne, 11.07. Still in good form, the 35-year-old. Daryll Neita of Great Britain. 4th in the Olympic 100, 5th in the 200. So frustrated with those, although she got a silver from the sprint relay. Tia Clayton, 7th in the Olympic Games. The Jamaican silver medalist. Only a youngster, just 20 years old. And Patricia van der Weken of Luxembourg completes the lineup. She's a late addition, I think, because when I travelled here a couple of days ago, I was chatting to a certain Dina Asher-Smith at the airport as we were waiting for our bags. Dina announced yesterday she was pulling out of this meeting. I'm not sure if she's felt a niggle or if she's just not feeling 100%, but Dina flew here to Poland, but is not competing tonight. So the meeting record, well, it's a rather impressive one. I'm not sure we'll see an extra one added in this race. 10.66 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price of Jamaica a couple of years ago. But 3 Olympic finalists go here. And all eyes on Swoboda in lane 5. There she is, real powerhouse. She's a tremendously quick starter. Look for her to probably lead at halfway and then maybe to get run down. Can she stay ahead, though, to send everyone home on a high? With Mondo, of course, 2 more attempts at that world record in the vault to come. Well, a really good start from Tamari Davis, there, 4th from right. Swoboda's got some running to do here yet. I don't think she's going to win this one. Really good running on the near side, too, from Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton takes it there on the near side, I think. Probably the shortest athlete in the race and the youngest at 20. The Jamaican in lane 8, I think, just nicked that. 10.81. Well, it is super fast. That's the 5th fastest time in the world this year. And for Clayton, it is indeed a new lifetime best by a pretty big chunk. 10.83 she's given, in fact, but it is nonetheless a lifetime best. Swoboda didn't get her usual bullet start from lane 5. Wasn't able to get the blood up for the crowd through the first half at least. But Clayton, well, she's similarly small in stature, but boy, did she hold her form well through the second half.
The women's 100-meter showdown in Poland erupted into a spectacle of blistering pace and fierce determination, turning the track into a stage where ambition and raw athletic fire collided. Marketed as the highlight of the evening, it drew together a powerful lineup of world-class sprinters, each determined to leave their mark. Yet it was Jamaica's rising sensation, Tia Clayton, who stole the spotlight, producing a run that firmly announced her arrival among the sport's most exciting new stars. The host city of Kavita, Poland, buzzed with expectation long before the starter's gun. Much of the anticipation revolved around Ewa Swoboda, the beloved national figure whose indoor exploits had made her a household name. With banners and chants echoing across the stands, the Polish crowd yearned for a triumphant homecoming. But the script unraveled quickly. Swoboda faltered off the blocks, her trademark explosive start slipping away, leaving her chasing shadows as the field surged ahead. Her campaign ended far from the podium, a crushing blow for the home supporters. The final was loaded with depth, blending veteran know-how with youthful promise. Among the familiar names stood Jenna Prandini, the American veteran famed for her 200-meter brilliance. Despite owning a sub-11-second record, inconsistency plagued her season, including a lackluster outing in London. Jamaica's Natasha Morrison, with a seasonal mark of 11.1 and a lifetime best of 10.85, carried an aura of danger capable of springing surprises. From Africa came Gina Bass of Gambia, an Olympic semi-finalist bringing grit and international pedigree to the mix. Another American, Tamari Davis, just 21, was viewed as one of the biggest threats. Her personal record of 10.8 and a recent runner-up finish in Monaco underscored her form and ambition. Britain's Emmanuel Lancequot, Côte d'Ivoire's evergreen Marie-Josée Tallou-Smith, and Olympic finalist Daryll Neita added to the intensity, making the final as unpredictable as it was star-studded. Yet, against this backdrop of seasoned contenders, it was the youngest athlete who defined the evening. Barely into her 20s, Clayton unleashed a masterpiece of sprinting maturity. Lined up in the wide outer lane, she stormed down the track with precision, crossing the finish in 10.83 seconds, a personal best that catapulted her into the world's top 5 for the season. Her race combined explosive acceleration with disciplined control, revealing an athlete whose technical polish belied her age. What made her success even more striking was the caliber of opposition she outkicked. Lacking the towering build of some rivals, Clayton compensated with flawless mechanics and an unrelenting surge in the final meters. The finish was a photo-worthy blur, with the top 3 separated by hundredths of a second: 10.83, 10.83, and 10.84. It was sprinting at its most ruthless, and Clayton stood tallest when it mattered most. This victory instantly reshaped her trajectory. At just 20, she demonstrated not only the ability to keep pace with veterans, but also the power to defeat them outright. Her rise feels unstoppable, and her name now resonates as one of track and field's most promising forces. Analysts are already speculating about global medals, records, and the dawn of a new champion. The emergence of talents like Clayton injects vitality into women's sprinting. As the 2025 season looms, anticipation is mounting over the rivalries set to ignite and the limits ready to be tested. Sprinting thrives on clashes of generations, and with prodigies like Clayton stepping into the spotlight, whispers of a new era are louder than ever. Bolt's fabled world record remains intact, but the gap is narrowing, hinting that the future of sprinting might already be unfolding before our eyes.